In this section of my video, we will be going through the concept of field intensity due to a uniformly charged spherical shell. This is a topic of chapter number 2, NCERT class 12. Now, before studying the concept, before deriving the relation, we should know what a spherical shell is. Any spherical body which is spherical in shape and hollow from inside, that is carrying material on its periphery, is known as spherical hollow surface. That is, a plastic ball can be considered as a spherical surface, as well as a ring can also be considered as a hollow spherical surface. So, in order to derive the concept, let us go through the diagram first. Let us consider a spherical shell. Consider this as a spherical shell whose radius is capital R with center O. You have a positive charge plus Q which is uniformly distributed over the surface of this spherical shell. Now consider the point P which is at a distance small r from the center of this shell. If I rotate this point P in all round this shell, you will get an imaginary sphere. Therefore, we will assume this imaginary sphere as a Gaussian surface on the surface of which we will be calculating field intensity due to this positive charge. Again, an important thing that as this outer shell is always at an equal distance from the center, hence the magnitude of field intensity at any point on the surface of the cell will be uniform. Now, let us derive the expression. Let us go through the basic concept as I have just discussed, that it is a shell carrying charge plus Q which is being onto the surface of this shell having a radius capital R. Considered a spherical shell of radius R. Let charge density be uniform, denoted by sigma, as it is represented by this concept, this sigma, representing the surface charge distribution over the sphere. Hence, sigma being surface charge density being expressed as charge per unit area. Net charge over the surface is Q and area of sphere is 4 pi r square. Total surface area of sphere 4 pi r square. Hence, with the help of this logic, we have calculated net charge in terms of surface charge density as Q equals to sigma into 4 pi r square. Now, deriving the further concept from Gauss law or Gauss theorem, we have integral of E dot ds is equals to Q upon epsilon 0. This is the basic expression of Gauss law. Now, let us consider, again come back to this figure, I will consider an element ds over the surface of this shell. Let this n represents normal to this element. As you have given positive charge to the shell, the direction of electric field will always be radially outwards from this Gaussian surface. Hence, you can observe that the angle between electric field and normal is 0 degree. Again, coming back to the expression, splitting the vector product, Q upon epsilon 0, since theta is 0 and cos 0 is 1, we will get E dot ds is equals to Q upon epsilon 0. Again, the concept as integral of this element ds represents total surface area of this imaginary surface. Hence, it is 4 pi r square is equals to Q upon epsilon 0. Therefore, E is equals to Q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Let this be equation number 2. So this is the magnitude of field on the surface of this imaginary sphere, and this magnitude of field remain constant at all points. E equals to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. If we need to calculate field on the surface of this shell, therefore at r is equals to capital R, E equals to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. This expression represents the magnitude of field at any point on the surface of the spherical shell. E equals to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Now we have just studied that the total charge is equals to sigma multiplied by 4 pi r square. Substituting the value of total charge in this equation, E equals to q upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square, E equals to sigma multiplied by 4 pi r square upon 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. 4 pi r square and r square. We have E equals to sigma upon epsilon 0. Hence the magnitude of field at any point is independent of radius, as we have just studied. Talking about the inner part of the cell, since it is a well-known fact that shell only contains charge on its surface and there is no charge on the interior of the cell. Hence, if there is no charge in the interior of cell, net field on the inside will also be zero. So this was the basic concept, logic and derivation of field intensity due to a spherical shell. I hope you have understood this topic well. Thank you.